So this is 100 calories worth of strawberries. 300 grams of them there. As fruit goes, strawberries are among the best for the amount you get to eat for the calories there. That's a lot of strawberries. There's also about 7 grams of fiber in this bunch. So not only do you get to eat a big volume of strawberries, they're going to keep you feeling fuller with all that fiber. Watermelon, about 300 grams again, is 100 calories. That 300 grams, by the way, does not include the rind. So if you're weighing out your watermelon, cut it up first. You get a lot of watermelon for 100 calories. If you live in a hot climate, count yourself lucky. I live in Ireland, it's cold and wet, and not a lot of fruit is grown here. So a lot of fruit like watermelon is imported long distances and is substandard. Look at this, you can just tell it's bland by the look of it. So if you have delicious fruits available to you, I envy you. Take advantage of it. All that watermelon for only 100 calories. Bananas, one medium banana is about 100 calories. Comparatively, you don't get that much eating here for 100 calories, because there's much more concentration of carbohydrates in here. Are they healthy? Yes, of course. Should you eat them when you're trying to lose weight? It's up to you. I'm giving you the tools to make your own choices. If you're obsessed with bananas, absolutely go ahead, eat them. Personally, I prefer getting more food for my 100 calories. 100 grams is 100 calories here, so it's pretty much 1 calorie per gram, so it's quite a lot. That's weighing it without the skin, by the way. In terms of grams, you could have 3 times as many strawberries or watermelon. Bananas are a lot more calorie dense. Berries generally give you a lot of eating for the amount of calories. Here's 100 calories of blackberries, which are absolutely stuffed with fiber too. There's 8 grams of fiber in this bunch. 100 calories of blueberries. You get a nice amount here, handy to graze away on. You get a decent amount of raspberries for 100 calories, about 130 grams. Trouble is, they're so easy to eat quickly. Tons of fiber here too though, about 9 grams of fiber in this bunch. About 250 grams of melon has 100 calories, about a calorie per gram here. Quite filling too, so perfect for a quick snack maybe. 1 large orange is 100 calories. Maybe cut that up into 8 slices and you can make that last a long time. And here's 2 medium mandarins. You've got 100 calories in total here. Similar to the orange size-wise and calorie-wise is a grapefruit. 100 calories in the whole thing. Again, cut it into chunks maybe, and you can graze away for a while on that. Plums are very low calorie. 1 small plum is about 30 calories, so 100 calories worth is 3 plums. A lot of eating right here. Very similar to that is nectarines. 3 small nectarines is about 100 calories, or about 2 medium-sized ones. Kiwis, again, a lot of eating. 2 whole kiwis for about 100 calories. Kiwis are a powerhouse in the fruit world. 1 kiwi has more than 100% of daily recommended intake of vitamin C, also rich in vitamin K, vitamin E, folate and potassium. So kiwis supports everything from immune health to heart health. Also, each kiwi has about 2 grams of fiber, but half of that fiber is in the skin. So get that skin into you as well. 1 medium apple is about 100 calories, and similar to that, we have 1 medium pear, also roughly 100 calories. And here we have 100 calories of pineapple chunks. Not as much volume as some on this list, but it's so delicious you can definitely find plenty of room for it. Mango, here's what you get for 100 calories. Not too bad, as it's quite bulky and filling. Again though, not quite as much volume as some on this list. Look at the food mountain you can create with pomegranate seeds. Only 100 calories in this pile. Perfect for snacking and grazing while watching TV maybe. Or you can add them to salads. Do what you want with them. You get so much food here for so little calories. And a ton of fiber too for good measure. Avocado. Yes, it is a fruit. Technically a large berry. Look at the miserly amount you get for 100 calories. Avocados are loaded in calories, 60 grams, 100 calories. That means this is about 5 times more calories than the strawberries, so if you eat a lot of avocado, you're eating a lot of calories. Avocados are very healthy, very good for you. Why are they good for you? Among other things, they have lots of healthy fat. However, we'll get into fats in another video. Loads of you, I'm sure, are obsessed with avocados. It's perfectly fine, eat it, But be wary that this is what 100 calories looks like. About a third of a medium-sized avocado. Many people eat loads of avocado thinking, well, it's a healthy food, so it's fine. You're trying to lose weight, not just be healthy. You rack up calories eating a lot of avocado. Another amazing source of healthy fats are olives. Taste-wise, olives certainly split opinions, but if you like them, you get a very decent amount for 100 calories, and so good for you. Here's the amount of grapes you can have for 100 calories. Just don't get too carried away with picking at these mindlessly. I tend to avoid them altogether because if I start eating grapes, I can't stop. They're very easy to overconsume. Here's the amount of raisins for 100 calories. Not as much volume compared to other fruits at all. Similar to dried cranberries. With dried fruit, calories can get away from you if you're not careful. Look at dried apricots, for example. Compare that with strawberries or watermelon or pomegranate seeds. You don't get as much food here. You want a volume eat, right? A high volume of food for fewer calories. You can do better than dried fruit. You can eat dried fruit, of course, but you really have to pay attention to the portions you're using. You can eat bananas and avocados and dried apricot, very nutritious, but just be careful that you don't overconsume them. Clean eating does not necessarily mean weight loss.